ang kulang is opportunity na nandito mismo. Ako, I don't see it the same way.
Yeah.
I see a lot of opportunity here, but hindi pa nagka-catch up yung pananaw natin to seeing that same. Nag-shift na lahat Internet era, and then up to this point, no, may AI revolution and all.
Yeah.
We're basically missing out. We're a very rich nation. No?
Yeah.
But at the same time, third world developing country tayo.
Yeah, that's true.
We're very rich in talent, in resources, in ideas, workforce, sa communication skills natin. Like we're basically, ang previous era nito before the internet age is like pinapadala tayo sa iba't ibang iba't ibang bansa, OFW na setup. And hindi lang to for yung mga pagiging domestic worker, ganyan. Even the professionals.
Correct,
have, diba?
Experts talaga.
Kayang sumabay sa
engineers.
World class
na
I
believe
setup.
that.
No?
Yeah.
Usually, ang kulang is opportunity na nandito mismo.
Yeah.
Or at least, ako, I don't see it the same way.
Yeah.
I see a lot of opportunity here, but hindi pa nagka-catch up yung pananaw natin to seeing that same. Nag-shift na lahat Internet era, and then up to this point, no, may AI revolution and all.
Yeah.
We're basically missing out. Usually, lagi tayong late kapag nag-a-adapt sa trends.
True. Yeah.
Kapag pinaglumaan na ng iba, tsaka
Doon
pa lang tayo
papasok.
mag-grab ng ganong opportunities. And I'm seeing a certain distaste in my own. Parang bakit kailangan huli? Bakit kailangan palugi? Bakit kailangan na instead of us being at the front lines, no, laging parang nagpapaubaya yung mode.
Yeah.
No, for Filipinos. Very inferior. So kapag may, like recently si Alex Ayala, di ba? Like she won. Previously si Pacquiao pag nananalo sa mga boxing fights and all. We celebrate it with such Pinoy pride.
Yeah.
Yung mga ganong klase ng representation, like SB19 doing concerts sa ibang Beanie in Coachella, ganyan. We celebrate things like that, like with Pinoy pride, no. But at the same time, I also see like the other side of the coin where ang very normal sa atin is we feel inferior.
Yep.
And we feel na opportunities, even if it's there, we disqualify ourselves from it prematurely.
Yes.
Prematurely.
Yeah.
And that has been a default na nakikita ko.
Yeah. Yeah, I think like when you think about how Filipinos really treat, for specificity na lang, yung entrepreneurial opportunities, for example. When someone gives you an idea, what's the normal response? Normal, not all the time, but normal response is, hey, magandang idea yan, pero ito. Ay, okay din yan, kaso lang. You're always coming up with like a reason for it to not work out. Versus, kind of like looking at the opportunity, still taking into consideration the constraints, the possible challenges, but looking for a solution to the problem. I always say this, no, na you can either be a person who sees a solution to every problem or a problem to every solution. And for some reason, like one of the major talaga na mindsets that we have as Filipinos, no, unfortunately, I don't wanna shame bomb Filipinos, but because we always think about the problem in every solution, and I think I really agree with you there, no, na, like it's really something that has held us back more than we think. Why do you think that is? Is that more? Do you think that that's partly because of our culture? Was it because of I don't know, like the the background history of
Yeah.
the Filipinos? Like, where do you think that comes from?
Certainly, maraming factors. No? But I would start with the survival mode.
Mm.
We're in very different kasi yung fallback natin
Yeah.
dito sa Pinas. No? If you take risk on like building something, like a business, no?
Mhm.
And then you would put in, very common experience, no? Life savings.
Mm.
We put in life savings on a business venture. Example lang, no? Like an OFW.
Mhm.
Nagtrabaho sa ibang bansa for how many years.
Yeah.
May ipon, umuwi ng Pilipinas. And then the expectation is, itong ipon ko na to, pag ginamit ko to sa business, then that would be a stepping stone to thrive further.
Right. Yeah.
But from experience, employee for a long time,
Mhm.
walang any business experience, walang any practice whatsoever in business, and then entering into an arena they actually haven't
Yeah.
really prepared for.
Yeah.
Usually that's a high risk
Right.
approach to using
Oh.
that life savings.
Correct.
And a lot of them end up na either losing it or like the venture eventually fails or they cut their losses na. So lugi, no.
Mm.
They may not lose everything pero like they lost a big chunk of it.
Yeah.
And then a whole lot of mental and emotional, minsan relational damage pa.
Correct.
There's that survival ano kasi na if we're approaching things from survival mode, alam natin wala tayong fallback, wala tayong ibang aasahan. Ganyan. What happens is tumataas lalo yung risk.
Yeah.
And even if meron na tayong enough buffers na, like example nga, nakaipon na, tapos para talaga sa negosyo and stuff, ina-approach pa rin kasi yun as from survival pa rin.
Yeah.
Kasi walang pang salo eh.
Correct.
Walang enough buffers if ever things don't
Yeah.
go according to plan.
Right. Right.
That has, from what I've seen, has eliminated a lot of really really good ideas. Kasi the what if scenario
Mm.
of what if it doesn't work, which is it falls under pessimism, like it falls under negative thinking, but it's also a wise and practical thing to do, especially for a person na kung saaling hindi nga to mag-work at sinugal ko dito kung ano yung meron ako, mawawala lahat.
Yeah. I think that also when it comes to aspiring towards better opportunities, better life, I find that I don't know, like part of me also kind of like blames maybe media or something kasi we know we want something but we don't really know how to get it and what it actually looks like when we get there. A lot of the times when you ask someone when it comes to money what they want, they will answer financial freedom.
Sure.
Diba? Pero you ask them, what does financial freedom look like for you? Siguro may 10 million na pumapasok sa bank account ko every month, 'di ba? Like pwede akong mag-travel. Okay, travel, great. For example, travel. How many times you wanna travel? Where do you wanna go? Di ko alam. Basta pagta-travel lang. Diba? We don't really have a concrete plan of action then. And that's one thing that I've been trying to really like teach in this channel, no? That when you do have a concept, like if you do have a financial goal, like being very as concrete as possible. Because I think like one thing that I've kind of been testing as a hypothesis in my mind is one of the reasons also why we settle and we remain complacent, or in some sense or another, then we don't get what we want, is because we don't even know what we want.
True.
And that's the reason why I like financial independence more than freedom. Kasi yung freedom is very vague. When you talk about financial freedom, parang what does that even look like? Versus financial independence, you have a very clear definition of what it looks like. You have passive income covering your expenses. You have work optionality, meaning if you want to try something else or if you want to start like money is not an issue for you. If you want to choose your work, if you want to choose where you want to work, what you want to work on, and having a fallback because it gives you options. Independence is having options kasi. And that's kind of not like the default that we're taught, maybe not taught in the sense of formal education, but in some way or another, we're formed by our peers, social media, the conversations where we have where, importante lang, mukhang mayaman ka.